Alright, and welcome back, guys. So they have released the new Cranked mode, and honestly, if you were grinding for Dark Aether, I think Cranked could possibly help you out quite a bit in this grind. Now, if you're new to this channel, we pretty much cover anything camo grinding in Call of Duty, going over the best tips and tricks, and anytime a newer, quicker way for a camo to be gained and earned is out there, we make a video on it in terms of multiplayer and zombies and all of that good stuff. Also, when camos get updated, we show what that looks like as well. In this specific video, we're going to be showing you how, if you have not unlocked Dark Aether yet, how Cranked might be able to help you kind of speed up your grind in terms of getting that. Now, one quick tip before we get into this, the more players you are playing with, the more XP you're going to be getting. So I will highly recommend partying up with friends, as many people as you possibly can. If you don't have anyone to play with, I'm going to leave a link to the Discord below. We've got channels in the Discord of people constantly looking to play zombies and grind for Dark Aether, either doing this or the penthouse strat. So if you need some more people to hop in your games to potentially help you unlock Dark Aether a little bit quicker, make sure you click on the Discord in the link below, join that, and find some people to play with. All right, so starting off here, we're just going to be using the XM4 because, like I said, we already have every gun in the game, Dark Aether and DM Ultra. So this here is just going to be kind of what we're using to test it. Now, I've heard that the weapon XP levels for Cranked are not the best, so I wouldn't recommend starting a brand new weapon off in Cranked. I would get a few levels somewhere else and then head to Cranked. Especially, I would try to unlock the critical kills challenge first, so maybe play a little bit of hardcore Nuketown, get the gun to about maybe rank 20, or just play normal zombies and do the penthouse strat, get the gun to level 20 or 30, and then do the Crank strat I'm about to show you, just to get max efficiency. So starting off here, what you want to do is get enough points to open up top. This is all about speed. We're trying to get as many kills as quick as possible, and the top of penthouse is one of the quickest ways to get kills in zombies. So what you want to do, go ahead, get up here, and now you're going to have all the zombies spawning in to the left and the right. And essentially, you want to have your whole team coordinated. You want everyone up here, because if people are downstairs and whatnot, you're going to have a lot of zombies spawning downstairs as well. As you can see, we're running Ring of Fire, and trust me, as we get into the later rounds, that's going to be very, very helpful and stuff like that. And the main reason Cranked is so good for these zombie kills is, as you can see, in between rounds, zombies don't stop spawning in. The zombie spawn-in rate for Cranked is actually quite insane, and that's what makes this so effective. As you can see here, round 5 just started. Zombies are still just flooding in, and you can just non-stop kill. So especially getting those critical kills in Cranked, really easy for that and whatnot. Same thing with elites. There's going to be a ton of elite spawnings. It's just me for demonstration purposes. I'm just doing this solo. But if we had 2 or 3 people in here, there'd be a ton of elite spawning, and you'd probably get all 15 elites done in about 1 game. And one of the other great parts about playing Cranked is the Wonder Fizz is always up here, and on top of that, you don't have to worry about building packs. So none of the steps like that really are affected at all, and you waste a lot of time in zombies in between rounds, buying perks, opening pack, and all of that. And this, you can just kind of jump straight to the case. If you're only missing a few headshots for a weapon, or you're only missing a couple things here and there, this allows you to just hop in and finish whatever you need for the weapon really freaking quickly. As you can see, we're already at 95 kills and 76 critical kills, and it's only round 7. We've only been in this game for what, 5 minutes now? That's 100 kills in 5 minutes, and it's gonna just get better and better as we go on to these higher rounds. So really, the kind of strat that I've been using is I buy all of my perks first, because you want to kind of maximize your time, and you don't want to go down to the pack-a-punch area too often. So the entire time I'm sitting here buying perks, I'm building up salvage. That way I'm able to upgrade my weapon tier and whatnot. Yeah, you can try to get weapons out of the box that are different higher tiers, but I kind of like having the attachments I have set on my weapon to get more salvage and stuff like that. So I'd rather just upgrade the weapon that I spawn in with, specifically while I'm grinding weapons gold. That way, you know, I just have the attachments that I like, and I know what's going on with that. Get out of the box. You can get some crappy attachments, and attachments do make a huge difference when it comes to grinding weapons and just using them in general in zombies. All right, now it's about round 13. We've got the salvage and XP that we need to go ahead and pack-a-punch it. You just need to make sure as you're going to pack your weapon, now that you have all your perks, that you're still continuously killing zombies throughout your entire journey. Because obviously, this is Cranked, and if that timer hits 0, you lose. And I mean, that's kind of the whole point of this. But the reason it's so good for grinding camo is just this insane spawn rate. As you can see, it's around 13. We're already at 200, almost 300 kills here. And now we don't even have to do the whole Dark Aether thing to be able to unlock pack. It's all here. All you got to do is kill. Make sure you're killing zombies as you go. I wanted to build up a little bit more points to finish packing it, and The round you wait until you leave is kind of dependent on how long you're comfortable staying up there without packed weapons, and on top of that, what kind of weapon you're using. Obviously, ARs and LMGs, you're going to be able to stay up top a little bit longer before you have to go pack. Whereas with like SMGs, snipers are going to be kind of hard for this strat. Honestly, in terms of snipers and rocket launchers, I'd probably recommend probably just doing the other strat that we did for Penthouse. But for like ARs and weapons that are really good at, you know, camping up top and killing quite a few enemies, this is probably going to be really good for just finishing them off and getting a lot of these critical kills and elite kills in a single game. And on top of that, like I said, you like even on top of just getting more weapon XP, you get more kills when you're playing with 4 players. So not only would we probably have more than 300 kills right now, we would have more XP on top of that. So definitely try to find some people to play with while doing this, and it's safer. If you go down, obviously you have that backup support of your teammates being able to help you get back up and whatnot. And the best part about it being a not above round 15 is while you're working on getting power on and everything, you have the Bowie knife if you have your upgrades maxed out, and you're able to just kind of knife the zombies a little bit as you're going. As you can see here, every time I need to get that timer back up, all I'm doing is knifing the zombies. That way we're not, you know, dying. So here we go. All you got to do is turn the power on. You can go ahead and get your ammo mods. Now, I'm going to put dead wire on my... I know it takes away some of your critical kills. I see a lot of people in the comments saying like, oh, hey, you probably shouldn't be putting dead wire on because it affects your headshots and stuff like that. The main reason I do that, especially while camping on the Temple Penthouse solo, is elites are kind of hard to kill. And I don't mind losing a few critical kills here and there, because I don't think in the grand scheme it's going to make too much of a difference. Now, if you're playing with more than one person, you might be able to get away with putting Blast Furnace on, and Blast Furnace is not going to stop you from getting those critical kills. So maybe look into putting Blast Furnace on. I'm personally using Deadwire because this is a solo game, and I definitely do not want to be having to deal with those elites and having issues with being able to kill them, because that is a sucky way to end up losing the game. So while we're here, we also want to go ahead and upgrade this a bunch, potentially get some armor. We just currently do not have enough salvage, unfortunately. I'm probably going to end up packing my weapon one more time, and then I'm going to head back to the top of Penthouse, and we'll stay there for a little bit, and then we'll make a descent back down here when we have enough to triple pack this, and when we have enough salvage to, you know, get armor, kind of upgrade our armor and whatnot and stuff like that. All right, and another good spot, if you're trying to like work on getting pack and stuff, I chill down here quite often. At the bottom of packed, really good to easy to line up headshots, and this is a perfect time to work on getting some salvage and, you know, packing your weapon and whatnot as you wait to get back on the top of Noct. And honestly, if you wanted to stay the whole time down here, and it's safer for you to stay down here than camp the top of Noct, this is also a really good strategy, especially if you're playing solo. If you have more than one person down here, probably going to get a little hectic, but if it's just you chilling down here, kind of waiting through the rounds, you know, to get enough points to maybe get that triple pack, get your gun like the purple tier, fully max out your armor and all that, is definitely a pretty good option. And I find myself sitting down here quite often while I'm setting up in cranked before I go up top to Noct. You just got to be careful, especially during dog rounds. You don't want to be moving too much around during dog rounds. Save some of the zombies and whatnot that way, because the timer, especially in the later rounds, dog rounds are really where you're going to start messing up. You got to be very careful not to end up with the end of a dog round waiting for the ruins to town and have no zombies spawning in. Yeah, it's a recipe for disaster. All right, now we're back up top, and really once you get up top, I mean, the goal is just to kill zombies and not let that crank timer run out. And I mean, these zombies spawn in so quick, just kind of laying down fire, using your ring of fire, going for headshots. This is such an amazing strat just to finish off any kill requirement or anything like that you have for the weapon. Especially if there's just a little bit left and you want to get it before getting off, because one of the worst parts of playing the other zombie maps, or the other modes, are the time it takes to set up. Whereas in this mode, there's very little to no setup. But dang, right here is the worst part of this, and if we lose this, it's going to be right here because of the stupid, yep, and there you go. It's the dog rounds. The dog rounds are the worst part of that. But as you see, we're able to hop in there and get almost 500 critical kills with very, very little time. So this is a really good spot to go at just to get quick consecutive critical kills. We weren't even aiming for the head most of the time. So it's a really good spot once you level up your weapon to just kind of head in and get all of your critical kills and challenges out of the way. I don't think it's going to level up your weapon too quick. And oh, cool. Unfortunately, your application. Yep. Welcome to the story of Black Ops Cold War. So honestly, if you have not finished Dark Aether, I would definitely recommend hopping into Cranked while it's still an option, giving it a shot and kind of checking out to see how it works for you, because I do think that there are definitely good benefits this mode has to offer for specific challenges you're going for. And for a lot of weapons, I think it's going to be the quickest way to grind out this. Obviously, if you're using snipers or weapons that don't kill zombies very quickly, you definitely want to stick to one of those other guides that I have posted. Those are going to be a little better. But for like ARs, LMGs, if you haven't like knocked those out, even SMGs, I'd knock those out now while Cranked is an option. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.